wanted to check Lab 8B. Yeah, please let's begin Lab 8B for today. I'm in week 8. Let's see the Lab 8B. Lab 8B is about AOCV. Let me open the script here for you. Right, to go through the script. In the beginning, we set the paths for the libraries, read in the netlist, set the current design, source the SDC files, set some other constraints, reading the parasitics, right? I enable the crosstalk analysis and set some degrades, which is similar to what we have done till last week. So what is new to this week is this part of the section. So I'm enabling AOCM analysis. So this is the app word to set it, to enable it. And to give AOCM and precedence over D rates, you need to set this to true. Even for POCV also, you need to set this to true to override the precedence for AOCV or POCV will be given upon the D rates that is being set. So I have tables for early and late tables for AOCVs. We will read them. So read OCVM is a command, and I'll read early table first. Report AOCVM. So it will report you the annotations. Since I'm just reading the early, so it will be partially annotated. Early things will be annotated, but not the late things. So once I read the late table, the late is also annotated. So a report AOCM should be clean by now for all the cells, right? Next command I run is report timing. This report timing by default gives a report on GBA mode. So report timing, I'm displaying the hold path, the delay as min, along with the rates, full clock expanded. This will display in the GBA mode. And I will display one more report timing with the PBA mode, right? We will look into how the report timing looks in GBA mode and PBA mode for the AOCV analysis. So simple commands being used. All right. Any issues in login? You're able to log in? Okay, Shabrish, thank you. So I'm invoking the tool now. Right, settings, the paths, and data tooling design. So I read the Verilog as well. I have read the SDC files. Right, I'm going to read my parasitics. Yes, there are not annotated, intentionally taken. some more constraints and enabling the crosstalk analysis. I set some more constraints and enable the crosstalk analysis. Setting the D rates. All right. So now comes this week's activity. So I'm setting AOCV analysis as true. Right. So read OCVM. There's a table in the designs folder. So the design folder is the table is almost similar to what Shamsar was displaying in the theory class in the morning. So we have early table and the late table. The early table. So for this is early table applied for cells, not for nets. It is for only cells. It has been given, right? And depths have been mentioned, and the D rate values have been mentioned here. Right? I would like to read the table into my design. Okay, the table has been read. We have reported. So you can see, as I'm applying only for the cells, so that the AOC is only applied for cells. I'm not bothering about nets right now. So out of 48,337, they are partially annotated. As I told, only early D rates have been applied. It says partially annotated. So let me read a next file for late values. So right. So now it should be also, you can see the leaf cells are fully annotated, right? So with this, I'm going to report timing for a hold path in the GBA mode. By default, report timing will report in the GBA mode. Right. What extra is, you can see it's the same one as we had applied the D rates, the OCV analysis we did. So now the D rate values are 0.94, 0.94. These are the numbers which have been taken, 0.90, 0.92. Right. From where did they come is from my table, this table. So since it's a, what path it is, hold analysis. So these will be early D rates, correct? So these will be early D rates. So let me look into early D rate table. So these are the numbers that has taken. Now, if you see here, so inverter X1 with a D rate value of 0.94 has been applied. For an OR gate, it's 0.94. This for 0.92. See, as Shamsar was discussing in the theory, it is in the GBA mode, the D rate will be applied based on the depth and the, what I can say, uh,
Yeah,
the,
Girish, I'll take it.
yes,
So the D rates there, right, are we are using different values of D rates. If you observe there, the D rate numbers are looking different for each cell. See, the first one is having 0.94, the second one is 0.94. The value of one there is for the net. Okay, don't be confused with that. Net D rates you have not applied, so the default D rate of one is taken for the nets. Let's focus on the cells. So the first cell was 0.94, second one is 0.94, the third cell is 0.9, fourth one is 0.92. So you'll observe that each cell has got some kind of different D rate value that the tool is trying to apply when you do the GBA. But if you look at the overall depth of this path, right, the combinational depth, if you look at the cells, right, you have U1982 followed by U2056 followed by U141/A, followed by U12/A. And if you keep counting all of them, right, you have like 5, 6 is U15, 5, 7, 8, about 8 levels of depth are here, actually. So when there is a 8 level of depth, then from the table, you would expect what? You would expect, what is the table showing? I don't know, but you would expect a number which is corresponding to the depth 8, a D rate value corresponding to depth